play.
It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Happy Thursday to you. Hope you're doing well. Diana's doing well. Drinking some coffee this morning, Diana, it looks like.
It's delicious. It's the way I start my day every day.
And listen, that's the way you got to start your day. Me as well. I drink about 20, 30 ounces or so. And
really?
then I'm ready. I do it over
We're
the course
like
of
neck and neck. I drink so much coffee. It's probably
Yeah.
bad for me, but whatever.
I do it over the course of a few hours, but I down it. I get it down. All right, let's start with some news on this Thursday. All right. We know the state of Missouri saw $8.5 million worth of recreational marijuana sold on the very first weekend, which was last weekend. Now some cities across the state are talking about making it illegal in their cities. Lebanon is one of them. The city will put it to a vote of citizens in November of next year. It has to be next year, asking voters whether recreational pot sales should be banned inside city limits. And if so, it would take a yes vote of 60% of the population of Lebanon that votes, 60% of the vote, in order to make that ban law in Lebanon. That's interesting. I didn't realize that you could do that with the state law, but apparently you can.
Seems a little late, though. Like that ship has already sailed, you know?
The ship has sailed, that's for sure. There's already at least one recreational pot business seller in Lebanon that I know of, and maybe more. But we'll see what happens with the vote. See if they can get 60%. Maybe they can. Maybe they can't.
Okay.
You may have heard about this. Haunted house in Springfield may be subject to eminent domain claim by the city. The Hotel of Terror, we all have heard of that on Main Street. Many people have been there. Downtown Springfield is part of a plan to renew and rejuvenate Jordan Valley Creek. And the Hotel of Terror doesn't factor in to the rejuvenation.
Doesn't fit with that.
It really doesn't. Yeah. So the city's made offers to the owner before, but he now says those are woefully low, and he's been saying that. And wouldn't even be enough, he says, to pay for half of a new property to house a haunted house. The Hotel of Terror has been in downtown Springfield since 1978, so quite a while. The city council is expected to vote on the issue coming up February 21st. So we'll see.
Do you think he's just holding out for them to just give him more money?
Well, yeah, he says that.
I mean,
he says he thinks that for him it's not a fair offer because he's going to have to relocate. He's going to have to build this or at least rebuild this haunted house.
A creepy looking old building.
Right. And retrofit it to be scary in a safe way, I guess. I don't know. But he says they're not even close to what it would cost him.
Yeah. Have you ever been in Hotel of Terror?
I haven't. I've driven by it many, many times, but
I've been in, and it was very scary. I won't go into that story here, but
terror-y.
It was terror of my life. Well, switching to other terrors, maybe. No, this terrible transition, but lawmakers in Jefferson City. This is no dig to lawmakers. Thank you for what you do. But lawmakers in Jefferson City are considering a bill that would prevent teachers from instructing students on sexual orientation and gender identity from kindergarten through high school unless it is done with parents' permission and by a mental health provider. It covers public schools and charter schools, and it's similar to a law passed in Florida last year. So that's...
We will see how that turns out in the state legislature. And it'll be interesting to know what the majority of parents think about that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what parents think. I have some strong feelings about that. But so speaking of other strong feelings, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley, he wants to put a minimum age on when kids can be on social media. That age would be 16 years old. Hawley has been an outspoken critic for big tech and social media platforms, arguing that tech companies have engaged in harmful practices that put profits over, quote, protecting kids, end quote. He also wants a congressional health study on the impact of social media on kids, which I don't know how many of those have been done, but I think for parents who've had kids on social media, it's like once you open that floodgate, it's hard to bring it back in.
Man, I mean, I would love to see the results of that congressional health study if it's truly looked at, because is it just coincidence that all of these the depression started in earnest and the suicides among kids, things
Right.
that we never heard of in large numbers, and now it's becoming an
Mhm.
epidemic in our
Well,
society.
bullying, I mean, there's
Right.
online bullying now that
Absolutely.
was never a problem before. I mean, you had in-person bullying, right? But now
Right.
you've got the whole online stuff, which is just terrible. And
Yeah.
yeah, and how many kids lie about their age anyways? So I'm sitting there
Oh.
thinking, okay, well, and then YouTube, right? Like YouTube's a social media outlet that I feel
Mhm.
like is a little bit different than the Facebook and TikToks and
Well, I just think
hmm,
for our kids, social media is horrible. We're preventing ours from being on it, for as long as we possibly
mhm,
can, just because I don't think anything good comes out of kid. I don't know that adults get a lot of good out of it, honestly, but for kids, it can be so detrimental.
mhm.
So I don't know. 16 sounds fine to me. I mean, you have to be 16 to drive. I think
Right.
the
I
study is
agree.
key. If they do
Yeah.
that study and they can make the link, as so many executives from those companies have left and now made, saying that,
Mhm.
these companies created the technology to be addictive to kids.
Yeah.
Uh, if we could start linking, the social media to the actual problems in society, then there you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I have friends and stuff that have done and I've even done a social media fast, and as adults, when you're off of social media for 30 days, at first you might miss it, but it's kind of a good thing in the long run, so
Yeah.
it'd be good for kids too. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
What else is going on?
Let's see here. Missouri Governor Mike Parson will soon have two state Supreme Court judges to appoint. Judges Patricia Breckenridge and George Draper are planning to retire this fall as they near the age of 70, which I didn't realize this, but Missouri's retirement age for judges is 70.
Hmm,
You can go longer, but you forfeit your retirement. So
okay.
they all bail out right before 70. You know what I mean?
Wow. Wow.
I didn't realize that was the law in Missouri, but it
Mm-mm.
is. So, they're getting out right before they turn 70 so they could have their pension and their retirement. The appointments for Governor Parson will be his 2nd and 3rd to the high court of the state.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's this congratulations to Missouri State's College of Business. U.S. News and World Report just ranked the university's online bachelor's degrees in business number 32 in the whole country. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. Last year, they were ranked 51 out of the country. So that's great.
Hmm.
The list looks at several criteria, including academic offerings, the courses, affordability, among other things. So I think that's pretty impressive for Missouri State. Good for them.
Yeah. Makes me wanna go back to school to get my business degree.
Does it? Not
I don't
me.
know. It'd take a lot for me to wanna go back to college, but
Yeah. I think that it would I don't know what would have to happen for me to go back to college, but it would have to be something big.
there's a lot of people that enjoy college and love education and learning. I am I don't think we fit into that category, Ethan.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Check mark, got the
Yeah.
degree. Bye.
Done that. Done that. I could prove it if I have to. All right, let's check out the weather. Today's going to be a pretty nice day. 51 degrees, sunshine out there after all the rain that we've had over the last couple of days.
Finally.
And then tomorrow, maybe some snow flurries.
Stop
As
it.
yeah, the high is 36, the low is 20, so it's going to get really cold because
Oh,
it's been kind of warm here for us.
can spring just hurry up and get here? I bought some little
Yeah.
seedlings the other day, like little seeds. I'm like, "Oh, there's
Uh,
hope." We're
Wait
not
till
gonna
they
plant them
grow.
yet, but
Yeah, it'll be a while. Saturday, sunshine, 48. That'll be nice as well. Sunday, 58. So we're going to warm up pretty quick. The cold weather this winter has not lasted very long,
mm,
which has been fine for me. Just a taste, and then it's out. And then next
mhm.
week, it looks like 50s, 40s, and more rain chances. So we can maybe catch up on the rain.
My backyard is a mud pit right now,
Yeah,
so
right.
come on, son, dry it up. All right. Well, the Finley River is getting another multi-million dollar project. It has obviously the mill in Ozark, and now it's getting a wedding venue, a restaurant and bar, cabins to rent, wagons for glamping, horseback riding, and more in Sparta. So this
Wow.
project will be located at the Shook Farms, a site of Bison and Clydesdale Farm, and
Hmm.
they will be called the Finley River Outpost. Groundbreaking
Wow.
is tomorrow. So,
That is exciting.
yeah,
That sounds cool.
I want to go glamp in a wagon
In a wagon. I wonder
for
what
one
that's like.
night. I'm good to
Yeah.
camp for about one, maybe 2 nights, but
Well, then glamping is for you.
yeah.
Glamping is for you. And you get to see the Clydesdales out there. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
and
they were
bison?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fantastic. And you listen, Christian County is getting another big attraction. That's
That's
nice.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yay, Ozarks.
Mhm.
Well, the big game is coming up, Super Bowl Sunday. It is coming up in just 3 days. The Chiefs remain in Arizona preparing to face off the Philadelphia Eagles, and interestingly, this year's Super Bowl features a rare matchup of NFL's top 2 teams from the regular season, the Eagles and the Chiefs. They were the league's only 14-game winners, marking just the 6th time since 1970 that squads with sole possession of the 2 best records of the regular season met for the championship. So I
Hmm.
saw something on social media that matched them up, like Kelsey and all of that, and it was really neat to see it side by side. So,
Huh.
hmm,
That's cool. And that stat is a little bit surprising to me because I kind of look at football as a game where the best team normally wins the game. I feel
mhm,
like that's true. So it's weird that the 2 best teams all season long don't meet very often in the Super Bowl. That means that somewhere in the
yeah.
playoffs, maybe the best team didn't win somehow. I don't know. That's interesting.
I don't know. I think the Chiefs are the best team ever. So go
They'll prove
Chiefs.
they'll prove
Let's
it
get them
Sunday, right?
again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is super cool, to close us out. 12-year-old boy
What?
battling a nervous system disorder, huge Chiefs fan, by the way, will be at
Oh.
the Super Bowl in person. The Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is, such a great organization, is
Yeah.
making that happen for 12-year-old Gavin. He will get to brush shoulders with the NFL's biggest stars on the red carpet at the NFL Honors event. That's tonight. He'll get a private tour of the stadium and the Super Bowl experience tomorrow. And then he will be at the game in person to watch his beloved Chiefs
Oh.
take on the Eagles in the Super Bowl on Sunday. Isn't that cool?
That is amazing. I mean, talk about making his day.
Yeah.
I mean, make his whole life, right?
Right. Right.
Just one small thing can just change someone's whole outlook, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And what
Like,
a
he
just a
probably could use that. So,
oh,
I
and
love
his
that.
family gets to go and just experience
So
that
cool.
together with him. Great memories. And I
Mm.
think they're doing it for 16 kids, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, taking
Oh
16
my
kids.
goodness, so he's not the only one.
He's not the only one. There's gonna be, I think, 16 that will be there as part of this. Yeah, and he's the big
Wow.
Kansas City Chief. There might be more. I know of him as the big Kansas City Chiefs
Wow.
fan. Isn't that neat?
Well, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
feel like we should tell the people, go make someone's day. I mean, ending on that story,
Yeah.
go make it a great, like, Thursday, go make someoone's day.
Makes you wanna do
Go
something.
take them
And
to the Super Bowl with you.
yeah,
Just kidding.
exactly. Exactly. You can take me.
Yeah, right?
All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Thursday, and we'll see you right back here, tomorrow morning. All right? Bye.
Bye.
It's thinking. I don't know what it's thinking about, but it's thinking about ending this. We're
This
stuck
is
here
this is the B-roll.
because the clock is
Hey,
still
around the
ticking, isn't it?
Ozarks. Yeah,
The
it
clock
is.
is still